Hey traders, Mike Katz, 7 Points Capital, coming with today's trader takeaways. So the market, we have a pretty tight range today. Trump spoke about an hour ago, and they're trying to get shutdown done. They said it's done. They said they've reached a deal. I guess it's going to Senate now. We'll see if they get it passed. It sounded like they should be able to get it passed, but it's a temporary one. It's a deal for 3 weeks. I guess they're trying to get some relief, get some people paid, and then they'll resume talks. But it didn't sound like the Democrats and the Republicans were on the same page. And bigger picture, I guess we're just pushing the ball a few weeks down the road and seeing if if they come to an agreement. I think the market will probably be quiet until then, and then just keep listening to what are the headlines that are coming out, and we'll see how the market reacts. So as far as the SPY goes, intraday kind of starting to put in some lower highs, but no real volatility, pretty tight range. We have about $1 range on the SPY, which is pretty unusual for recent volatility that we've had. So as far as market stocks, I didn't see a whole lot moving, but there were certain names that had earnings either today or yesterday that were in play, and that's kind of what I focused on. Let's see, main one was FCX was one that I was in. This was a day two, gap down yesterday, SSR, and today gave some opportunities. Yesterday it was very nice. I wasn't in yesterday, so I didn't get to trade this, but today I was able to kind of stay out of trouble as it was going up, and then when it looked like what I needed to see as far as topping out, the SSR type of action, I tried to get as big as I could over here, and I think that's what we see here. A little bit before that, a lot of small feelers. I think at this point I was just down a tiny bit, and a lot of feelers just waiting for it to look like what I needed to look like, and there's little trials, just taking small, tiny losses as I wait. But then when it does look like what I need to see, when it does look like it's got some pressure to the downside, when lots of sellers are showing up and there's definitely an imbalance, that's what I'm looking for. And then bam, I tried to load up as much as I could, and I traded that pretty well from this point on here, and made back a whole lot more than what I was losing here just with those little feelers and trials. So this was very nice. I'm now out of it. It couldn't really continue. It lost momentum. So here it went to 28 and bounced. Then it went to like, what is this, 20 and bounced. And now just last time it barely broke, went a little bit lower and then curled up. So for now, this could get some sort of a bounce, as we could see here, what it's doing. And then we'll see how it looks for the close, and maybe next week. But that's one. CORT was a great call out by Ryan, by Riley, that is, in Toronto, and he gave me a heads up. Said this is a hit piece. Let's see if we could look at the chart on that. They said they're calling it a fraud, and I didn't see it on the headlines at first. I saw, Riley has his ways of finding these types of things, and a lot of times these are earlier than some of these news feeds. And even though some traders are really good, or some algos are really good at sniffing those out, it gave us a bounce, it gave us a consolidation, it gave us a flag, and then when it looked like it was curling back down, I got some more here, and got a decent trade going on here. So covered some into this $12 level, some more into 1175, which was a big level on the daily. And let's look at the daily. There we are. So daily over here, 1175. And basically when it bounced back up, put some on, got stopped out, and then tried it out again, got stopped out, top tick here. And then because I get stopped out top tick and then it doesn't go any higher, it looks like an FU move. Oftentimes what I'll do is I'll retry it with another tight stop and see if that's the end of that. It works great and gets me back in whenever it is just an FU move. Whenever it just keeps on being in that mode where it just takes me out and goes lower and does it over and over again, that becomes tough. So right now I'm back in it, not giving it a lot of space off of here. Just want to see if we get another flush down into test these lows here. But I don't have volume up on this chart, but you could see on the volume chart, a lot of volume came in this area. So that was some capitulation. Probably not going to see a huge drop going into the close, but we shall see. So that was in play. And then yesterday we had that PCG headline that the 2017 fires, they said that they're not responsible for them. And you know, I got a big pop yesterday. Again, I wasn't here yesterday. I haven't had this in swing for some time. I think last week I covered it in the sixes. I day traded a couple times since then, but no swing, thank God. And then we got a pretty big move yesterday, a couple of halts, and this thing back up to 14, 15. But then I think when the market started digesting the fact that that was referring to the 17 fires, not the 18 fires, then it started topping out and drifting lower. But as you know, those of you who've watched the videos, as you've heard me say numerous times over the last couple of weeks, there has been a ridiculous buyer that has been just loading up on this for the last couple of weeks. And I don't know what they're doing, why they're doing it, but they must have been happy on that pop. But now it's looking like it may be starting to fade again. I haven't traded it once today. I'm just not even sure I want to trade it going forward, at least for now. Headline risk is too high. What I could make is decent, but I think, you know, getting caught up in a halt like this, one way or another, where, you know, the gaps are really big and you can't even trade in or out of it, it could be a little bit tough. So the skew is, I think, on the risk side, and I've avoided it, and I'll probably continue to avoid it for now, definitely overnight. But we'll see. We'll figure it out as we go along. But for now, it's been an avoid for me. And that's it. A couple of names here. And it looks like it might be getting a little bit quieter last hour on a Friday before the weekend. And I'm going to go back to my desk, see if there are any more easy trades. If not, I might be done for the day. I'm done for the week and go get the weekend started. So thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the weekend. Give us a thumbs up and talk to you guys soon. Mike Katz, 7 Points Capital.